schools. And my director is here, Mary Leonard, and she is in charge of media and educational technology. And for us, some of the things that we had to discuss had to do with roles and responsibilities. We spent a lot of time on that. First, we had to actually decide what the product could do. And then we had to decide who was going to be in charge of which piece. Because there's a technology component, so we needed IT in. We have, it talks with Power School, so we needed our Power School managers and our data managers at the schools to be able to help us with any login issues and so on and so forth, as well as getting students in, making sure that students will be able to access it. And we've just gone to the elementary report card, so elementary has not pushed forward as much with Schoolnet as the secondary has, but we still house all of our unit maps and curricular documents there for students and for our teachers. Very similar to what she was saying, in Wilson County, we had a discussion with our curriculum instruction and assessment team on how to actually name, coming up with a common naming convention that would facilitate searches, because it's very difficult when you get so many resources. We wanted it to be easy for folks to be able to find things. So when they search by DPS, they find the DPS curricular documents, not DPI and some of the other vendors that we use through there. We did have a rollout plan that began in 2013. So we have a home-based team that meets. We have all those members come to the table, so Ed Tech, IT, we bring together data management, all of those folks together to talk about what needs to happen in order for this to work. We have been working on making sure we have a train-the-trainer model set up, as well as different modules for students and for teachers to be able to go in and figure out how to do things within. And you can go to our materials page at CIA. I love that word, curriculum instruction and assessment, CIA. It sounds very cool. .dpsnc.net/home-base. And if you go to that page, it takes you to the main page. That will have our SIS and our IIS materials. So if you just want to write that down, you certainly can. But we did a Schoolnet 101 and a Schoolnet 201, and now we're doing a Schoolnet 301. The 101 was last summer, and that was sort of the prerequisite work that folks were. Do you want to click on the link to show them the actual modules? But the Schoolnet 101 allowed them to go in through our video tutorials, and then they, of course, at the end had some little assessments and things just to check for understanding. So what we did is last summer we brought together a lot of folks, several different groups. One is we said we wanted teams of 4 or sometimes 5, depending on how large the school was, to represent the Schoolnet training team. And we brought them in to do the Schoolnet 101 and Schoolnet 201 components. I know that some districts are using PowerSource as a way to get their training and training materials, but we made our own. Sometimes it's better when they see your individual environment. I think that the teachers can relate to it much better. So on this website, you will see the 101, the 201, and the 301. The 201 is what we actually had them go back to their schools and train. So there's 4 to 5 person teams representing, administration, media tech. We obviously wanted someone to come in that had teacher classroom experience. So we tried to bring different folks to the table to represent those Schoolnet training teams. And then they took this information back and utilized it for their own trainings in their own schools. So we have conducted benchmarks as answer key only at this time. Don't have quite the one-to-one scenario that we would like to have in order to do all of the assessments online thus far, but we are still utilizing it. And over the summer last year, we also had a digital teaching and learning academy, as well as curriculum design symposiums. And we use those by grade level in order to create those unit maps, create lesson plans, and upload those into Schoolnet so that folks could get used to actually doing that and seeing, and then working with curriculum instruction assessment on the vetting process and making sure that we were looking at those documents and making sure that the resources we had created under DPS were of good quality. And we came up with a school level training sequence to kind of just give them an idea how to move through 101 and 201 to get all of the staff members trained at their locations. So I recommend definitely checking out our training and support materials. Jerry Williamson, who's actually on the NCTIES board of directors, has done an excellent job with all the resources, and they're open and free to everybody. Please steal them if you so want to.